Oh shit, my dude, you good? You Gucci, my guy? Cause I told you, nigga. I'm about to play this. Peace. I ain't say nothing, my nigga. God damn. Fucking up on this race. I think I had drinking too much to smoke. I said I think I had too much to drink, too much to smoke. Damn. How is this motherfucker faster? Fuck this goddamn car. What the hell? How the fuck is this car going that fast? I'm going to race this dude's car is smacking my shit, but we in the same fucking car. That's crazy. Mm. I mean, shit. I was thinking I'd just let you fucking smell that shit to let you, you know? Mm. You know you like the smell of it. Mm. Would you what? Oh, that's crazy. Super diabolical. That's crazy. You stupid. You stupid. That's crazy. Why do I feel like you talking about yourself, gang? You dumb as fuck. Shit, nigga, you don't want to talk about it. Yeah, I be seeing that shit, yo. Like, goddamn. I ain't know that shit's gonna get to you that quick. Hold on, baby. I'm talking to my dog. Yeah, pulling that shit out ain't down. Pulling that shit out ain't down. Yeah, I was about to say that shit too. Yeah. Hey, yo, is that too loud there? Is that shit too loud? Is my shit too loud? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's too loud. Yo, yeah, I can hear you, but shit. Bro. I still got some smoke. I gotta grab some more Friday. This shit I got right here, I don't like this compressed shit. I go through that shit too fast. You said what now? Ready? Damn. Yeah. Wow. Facts. I don't know why they do that shit, but they do that shit. The reason why they do that shit, yo, is to make it seem like even though it's not occupied, it make it seem like somebody in that house, so that be a. We went to Philadelphia all the time, yo. We had a timer, so like when the night started coming on, like certain houses, certain rooms in the house would come on. The lights would come on and shit, like be a lamp or some shit like that or whatever, whatnot. So it make it seem like a motherfucker there when a motherfucker really ain't there. So it'd be a houses. Yeah. And them motherfuckers. But look, when them motherfuckers be renting that shit, bro, that shit be free of charge. They don't pay for no rent. I heard that shit from a renter because I dated one. When them motherfuckers have a house that they're renting, once that motherfucker gets cut on into somebody else's name, that's when they start paying for that bill, G. Once a motherfucker move out your say, listen. Say if you move out of crib and you turn and them motherfuckers get that and your shit turn back on to your shit that's back in the rental, it's in the demo phase. So they gonna always have lights to that motherfucker just in case, you know what I'm saying, motherfucker gonna come through and watch it and look at your shit. Yeah. 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 Yeah, yo. It's not that he's not paying for that shit whatsoever. He's a homeowner. He's a renter. He's a person who rents. So he's got some shit called demos, bills or some shit like that. So it only comes about when a motherfucker goddamn move out that crib to where he got a motherfucker, you know what I'm saying? Them lights is always gonna be on. So if a motherfucker wanna come view the vehicle, come view the house, say like if it's like kind of nighttime or some shit, man, them motherfuckers always got power to the motherfucker, yo. So as much as you're paying, you're probably paying probably like not even, it's not even that much from what they're paying for that shit, for their demo shit. Man, you're paying about like $2-3 more than what the fuck they're paying for that shit. So it's not no big difference. It's not no big foul, but it's what they pay for just to keep that house with electricity. And they do that, and they do it with the water shit too. Cause you know, motherfucker, come to the crib, turn the lights on, and then they got them turn that water on and see that flow and flush toilets too. You said what? Yeah, Yeah. Then if your shit is included, but you ain't really got shit, you just gotta worry about what the fuck you bring in that house, your rent, and all the bullshit. That's just like if when we lived on base, the only thing that we had to do, I think, we just had to pay for the rent. Yeah, we just had to pay for the rent. Everything else was included. He making bread off of renting that shit. So it's like, what would you think if you had a place to be empty? Wouldn't you think you'd be making money if you had somebody rent that shit? A loyal person rent that shit so you can collect that rent on time? I said, wouldn't you think it'd be better if you had a spot and say if you wanted it to be empty, but yet, wouldn't you think that you'd be making more money with somebody in that motherfucker? Cause if you got that bitch just being empty, my nigga, you ain't making no bread off that bitch, you feel me? Cause at the same time, with that insurance that you got and that other bills that you got, just to make sure that shit stay on when you trying to fucking goddamn get somebody, yeah, you coming out of pocket to keep that shit on, to keep that shit rocking. That's just not entirely free, but you're still paying some bread. But at the end of the day, you be making some bread, so motherfuckers be like, that shit's included. I feel like some motherfuckers be trying to save you bread because that shit might cost more if you do it. You know what I'm saying? So they just add a little bit more to the rent or whatever, whatnot. Or sometimes motherfuckers don't even add a little bit more to the rent. Motherfuckers like, hey, yo, this shit's included. You ain't gotta worry about none of that shit. But sometimes your rent might reflect that shit. So it's all depending on how you look at it and how, you know what I'm saying? I mean, hell, you getting close with the motherfucker, goddamn. Same question you asking me. When you feel comfortable, start asking them questions to that nigga. He might tell you some shit, cause fuck. Yeah. Well, yeah, that's why I said when you feel comfortable, my nigga. You feel me? If you feel comfortable, you feel comfortable. If you don't, nigga, leave that shit the fuck alone. But if you feel comfortable, my nigga, goddamn, start asking them questions, like, yo, how the fuck does that shit go when you got homes and you renting them shits and whatever, whatnot? Somebody moved out and you got the lights and the electrics and the water, all that bullshit turned on. Or whatever, whatnot. But yeah, start asking motherfucking questions. Uh-huh. Okay. Right. Nah, bro. Listen, my boss said a motherfucker who asks more questions, and if a motherfucker, like, say if I got you working for me, my nigga, and you say you know what you know, but you don't know, but you'll ask questions. The more motherfucker ask questions, man, the motherfucker more feel more comfortable, and they gonna tell you some shit. Now, there's some motherfuckers that you ask questions, and they get irritated about that shit. But the more you are on a team with somebody, or you get hired with somebody, and the boss man, you know what I'm saying, you be like, hey, yo, boss man, you trying to know this, time, and we're ask more questions. That motherfucker said the more motherfucker ask questions, the more that motherfucker goddamn gonna be looking at you because you really trying to learn some shit, rather than saying you know some shit and just going off like you know some shit but don't know some shit, but you still trying to learn some shit. So like you trying to learn some shit, so the more questions that you ask, the better off the fuck you'll be, yo. Yeah, you can be like, yeah, man, my bad for asking all these questions. And if that motherfucker don't be like, nah, that's cool, I'm glad you're asking questions, you trying to learn. If that motherfucker don't get, but yeah, you can know when a motherfucker got them get irritated. But the motherfucker got you doing some work for him. So I don't think that he be, you know what I'm saying? I don't think he got the time to be getting irritated for some goddamn questions that you need to be asking that man. You dig what I'm saying? Cause yeah. Right. Yeah, because my boss, when I be like, man, I'm sorry for asking all these questions, he's like, you know what, Junior, man, a person who asks all these questions, they're trying to learn some shit. And you keep asking those questions, and if a motherfucker got them be irritated by you asking those questions, then that motherfucker just wants somebody that's going to be on a job that knows some shit that's not going to ask any questions because they expect for them to learn and they expect them to know everything. He's like, it's good to ask questions on the job. He's like, even if you fucking know some shit on a goddamn job, it's still bomb as fuck that you ask questions to make sure you're doing what the fuck you're doing, the task that needed, you know what I'm saying, the correct way. Because it's like you might want your shit done a certain way. I might want my shit done a certain way. So, hell yeah, you gonna be like, hey, yo, boss, I kind of know how to do this, but how you want me to do it on your terms? You dig what I'm saying? Vice versa. So like, yeah, it's always good to ask questions, bro. And if that motherfucker want to get an attitude because you asking questions, man, yeah, that motherfucker ain't really trying to teach you some shit. But like you said, you asked that motherfucker, oh man, I'm sorry for asking all these questions. And that motherfucker like, man, nah. Because I be saying that shit to my boss. Like, I be fucking up at the job and he'll take the weed eater from me or he'll take the editor from me and try and show me some shit, and I be asking him questions. And I be like, man, boss, I'm sorry for asking so many questions. And he be like, hell no, I appreciate you for asking so many questions. Because it's like, you know what you're doing, and yeah, it shows me that you're trying to learn. You know how to do something off the rip, but might be a flaw that you might be fucking up, you know what I'm saying? Not that. Right, yeah. Right. That just like, nigga, when we go to the food line, my dude, and we go grab some chicken, my nigga, and we gonna take that shit home and we gonna do how we do. But when we go to KFC, my nigga, we gotta do a whole bunch more shit, cause we gotta do it how they like to do it. You know what I'm saying? We gotta do it how they like to do it. It's not like me and you, my mom, your mom, and you know what I'm saying, who else we know can cook some chicken real good and slide up in motherfucking KFC. And man, fuck all these goddamn steps, nigga. I'm about to do this shit how the fuck I do it. Nah, your ass gonna get kicked up out the goddamn door. I can make that shit extra crispy without extra dunking that shit. Watch this shit. Yeah. Motherfuckers might like that shit too, you feel me? Because my mom and my grandma, nigga, them shits made fucking chicken extra goddamn crispy, and I ain't never seen them goddamn double dunk some shit. Them niggas just did what the fuck they did, how the fuck they did that shit, and that shit came out extra super fucking crispy. So that shit at KFC, when they talk about something, you gotta bread it up and then you gotta put it back in the water and bread that shit up for the extra crispy. I don't know. That's how you know Colonel Sanders was white, cause that nigga missing a goddamn step. He added an extra step. That nigga added an extra step. I swear to God. Hey, yo, look. What black person who house you been to that made some fucking fried chicken, my nigga? And what black person you saw they got their extra Dunkin' extra triple butter or whatever the fuck? They yeah. When you make your chicken, do that shit be extra crispy like KFC chicken crispy? Do you extra dunk that shit and then bread that shit back up? Do you? Yeah, do you do that? But when you make that shit be crispy as fuck, right? That should be extra crispy, right? Yeah. So what the fuck that extra dunk step coming for, bro? Make that shit make sense, G. After this one, somebody will give me something to eat. You know, I had to buy some food. But I think I might need to eat that food that I had for lunch. I want to eat that. It's good. The goddamn want something up there. Don't eat that shit. So I think I like to eat that. But yeah, I am getting kind of hungry. I don't like to eat at lunch like that, yo, because I don't like to be going to the bathroom and having to go to the bathroom type thing. Yeah, I bring my lunch to work, my nigga, and I eat like fucking 4 or 5 bites, but shit. The other day, goddamn, that motherfucker had me pissed the fuck off, bro. I motherfucker ate my entire goddamn lunch. Huh? My goddamn boss, bro. That's when I had called. Remember I had called you and I told you about old buddy I had goddamn trying to feel like run. Yeah. When that goddamn day happened, and I was like, yeah, I'ma sit my goddamn. I had a big ass lunch. I always take a big ass lunch to work. I just nibble off that shit. You know what I'm saying? Throughout the day, or sometimes I don't eat at lunch or whatever. Sometimes we might have a short day where we don't even get to goddamn eat the fucking lunch. But yeah, that was that day I had goddamn hit you up, and I told you about that shit, yo. And I had a super big ass lunch, my nigga. And I sat there and I said, yeah, boss, I got them get to work after I eat my lunch. I swear for the Lord if that motherfucker would be like on some other shit. But he don't never be on that type of time. Nigga, I took my time and ate every last bit of that shit. Nigga, I still got some chicken in that motherfucker, you feel me? Like, nigga, look, bro, I go to work, I bring my food. Nigga, I don't got them, nigga. I went to work with this bitch one day, and he was like, yeah, I feel like we could go to Madison's. And I'm like, shit, let's go. You know when a motherfucker offer to go somewhere, you supposed to be paying for that shit. Hell nah. Bro, we went in that motherfucking restaurant, and it was an all-you-can-eat buffet, my nigga. I swear to God, all I had was one plate, and I ordered some lemonade, some strawberry lemonade. No, I ordered pink lemonade. They had pink lemonade, no ice. Bro, all I had was one plate. And when I went to the register, checked out, man, that shit was motherfucking $19.45. And then this bitch had the audacity to ask me if I wanted to leave my change for a tip. No, the fucking restaurant he took me to. When we go out there to the beach, it's this restaurant called Madison's. Yeah, out there in Surf City. Yeah, it's this restaurant called Madison's. And they got the all-you-can-eat buffet. And when we got done, that shit was 1945, 1965. And I like, yeah, he said, man, you hungry? I said, hell yeah. He's like, what about some Madisons? I feel like some Madisons. The only reason why I said yeah is because I feel like that motherfucker's gonna pay for that shit, gang. Yeah, because I had food in my book bag, my nigga. I swear to God, I had food in my book bag, gang. I had food in my motherfucking book bag, cuz. The only reason why I say yeah, because I'm like, shit, this nigga gonna pay for that shit. Hell nah. When we got to that motherfucking register, this nigga gonna talk about some, you got money, you straight, you good? I said, well, damn. Nigga, I think you gonna pay for this shit. Nah. No, sir. No fucking sir. Yeah. Huh. Shit, man, you could probably watch me all the fuck you want to. Shit. I got bread, I just play like I'm broke. You gonna be alright, though. You said what? Yeah. Well, I was asking this motherfucker, I was like, why the fuck they call that shit a Sawzall? They say it's in the goddamn name, Sawzall. That shit solves every goddamn thing. I was like, okay, I got you now. I got you. I got you. Shit, I'd have cut that shit in there. I'd have cut that shit in there. Ain't you getting paid by the hour? Huh? Oh, hell no. We gotta discuss that, G.
good to resume our progression on this playlist.
Alright, chat. Hold on, man. I'm coming back. I just gotta go give me something to eat.